guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So it has been a few weeks since I filmed a video. I am so sorry. I have been slacking on videos lately, but my life has been crazy busy. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I opened up my own store, and that has been taking up a lot of my time. But I finally had the time to sit down and film a video, and I decided for today's video that I wanted to review the new spring and summer collection from And Other Stories. I recently received a few of their new products in PR, and since I've never tried anything from this brand, I thought I would try it out on camera for you guys, give you guys my thoughts, and also do a quick little tutorial with everything. So that is what today's video is going to be all about. So yeah, but before jumping into the video, if you are new here, then I would love it if you would subscribe. The button is right down below, and if you love makeup reviews as much as I love making them, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into the video. Alright, so I will have all the information and prices and everything listed on the screen, but I received 4 products from this collection in PR. The collection does come with more than 4 products, but I have these to try out in today's video. So they sent me a cream blush, a cream highlight, an eyeshadow palette, and then also a lipstick. So I'm super excited to try them out. So yeah, the first product I wanted to try out today is the Blissful Rose Cheek and Lip Tint. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's just basically like a clear plastic packaging. This one retails for 15 euros, and this is what the shade looks like on the inside. So a beautiful, like, more muted plum shade, and again, this is supposed to be a cheek tint that you can also use on your lips. Usually I don't really use a lot of cream products, but during the springtime it can be nice to switch things up a bit and use creams instead of powders. So I'm going to give this one a little swatch. So this is what it looks like right here. Once you apply it, it looks less intense than what it does in the pen. And this actually looks like a really beautiful shade. My skin for some reason is so dry today. It's actually insane. It's cracking everywhere basically. I did already powder my face, as you can see, and normally I don't really like applying cream products on top of powders, but I wanted to see if it works that way. So what I'm going to do is grab a stippling brush, I think. Yeah, this one is by Real Techniques. It is the Duo Fiber Face Brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of the blush, really not that much, and try and apply it on my cheeks. That's not really doing a lot, so I'm going to use my fingers instead, and let's see if I can blend it out that way. I'm going to go over that with my Beauty Blender because it's not really blending the way I want it to. And once I blend it out with my Beauty Blender, I have a beautiful subtle tint to my cheeks. I'm going to apply a little bit more, and then again use my Beauty Blender to blend it out, which I think is the best way to apply this. When I apply it like that, I really like it. I have no idea if you guys will be able to tell on camera because it is really subtle, but this is the side without blush, and then this is the side with blush. I'm going to try and dip my Beauty Blender in directly to apply it on the other side and see if that works better. That does work a little bit better. It's easier if you just go in with your Beauty Blender and then just tap it out on your face. It doesn't really disrupt the makeup that is underneath, which is good. Like usually when you apply it on top of powder, it can like move the makeup, but it's not doing that. So yeah, it's really pretty if you're into cream blushes. Personally, I prefer a powder blush. But yeah, if you're into cream blushes, the formula is really good, and the shade is also very pretty. Alright, so this is what the blush looks like. Again, very subtle. So now I'm going to apply the highlight. This is the Lilac Motion Cream Highlighter, which, as you guys can see, is a purple highlighter, which is very unique. This one retails for 12 euros, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So this is what it looks like. Now again, I'm going to give it a little swatch. Wow, yeah, that is purple, but it's a very subtle purple. I don't know if you guys can see it right here. It's purple, but it's really subtle. I am a little bit scared because I have to go to work after this, and I don't want to look like a clown. But when I saw it in the pictures, it looked really pretty. Let me show you guys what it looked like. Hold on. So this is what it looked like. That looks really pretty, but like very editorial, so I don't know if that will work for today's look, but I will give it a try anyways. So again, I'm first going to use my fingertip Again, more of a subtle sheen, not like a very in your face highlight. I don't know if you guys can even tell on camera, but I don't know if I'm a fan of like the purple undertone in this. It's very unique, that I can say, but yeah, not really sure if I would wear this on an everyday basis. I'm going to pick up a little bit with my beauty blender and see if that helps to apply it better. This one is a little bit less creamy than the like lip and cheek tint, so my beauty blender isn't really picking up that much product, I feel like. So I feel like I would have to warm it up with my fingers and then apply it on my beauty blender and then apply it. I feel like that works a little bit better, but honestly you guys, I have no clue if you guys can see on camera, but I feel like I look like a clown. I don't know. It's fun, it's unique, but for an everyday basis, I don't think so. The formula is nice though. Again, it didn't move my foundation underneath or anything like that, but I would not wear this on an everyday basis whatsoever. So yeah. Then moving on to the eyeshadow palette. This is called the Celestial Deco, I think, eye color palette. So this is what it looks like. Again, it retails for 15 euros and it comes with 4 shades. So from what I can see, there are 3 matte shades and then 1 shimmer right here. But again, let's go ahead and give these a little swatch. So this is what the palette looks like swatched. This is the lightest purple shade, the medium brown shade, then this brown shade is a shimmer, and then we have the lightest shade, which is also a shimmer. They look decently pigmented. It's not like out of this world pigmented, but I think I can make them work. So first I'm going to get rid of the creases that are on my eyes because this is insane. I don't know why my skin is so dry today, but it is. So first I'm going to use this purple shade right here, and I'm going to try to use that as a transition shade. Not sure if it will show up, so yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a try. Yeah, as I thought, this is extremely subtle, not really noticeable whatsoever, so that won't really work as a transition shade. And honestly, I don't know what I would use it for because it is so freaking light, and since it has that purple sheen, I wouldn't be able to use it as like a brow bone highlight. So honestly, I don't really get this shade in this palette. In my opinion, this shade is a little bit useless. So I'm just going to pick up this medium brown shade right here and use that as a transition shade, which I'm guessing will work a lot better. Well, actually I wouldn't say a lot because again, it's not really showing up that much, but I'm going to build it up and see if it will be noticeable. But so far that is very subtle again. Okay, I can build it up a little bit. Like, it's starting to get a little bit more noticeable. I hope you guys can see it on camera. It's very subtle, but it does blend really easily. So that's good, I guess. There are a lot of other products in this collection that I am really excited about. Like, they also have an eye color cream which looks really pretty, and they have that in a few shades. They also have a few lipsticks. I have one of them. But yeah, the eye color creams I would love to try out as well, but we don't have that for today's video. By the way, let me know in the comments down below if you've tried this brand and what your thoughts are. And Other Stories also has like a lot of clothing and stuff, and if I'm not mistaken, they're owned by H&M, or they're like by the same company, but they have some really awesome pieces. I love their clothing line. And I also tried one of their nail polishes like a few years ago, and I also really loved that as well. But I've never tried their makeup. And so far the vibes that I'm getting from this is that everything is very subtle and that it's meant to like enhance your natural beauty, if you get what I'm saying. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from this. Alright, so I think I built that up enough. So now what I'm going to do is apply the same brown shade underneath my lower lash line. Just like smudge it out a little bit. The next shade I'm going to use is this dark brown shade right here, and I'm going to focus that on my outer corners and then also take it into my crease just a little bit. That's already way more pigmented, but it does have a sheen to it, but the sheen is not like too heavy, so you can still rock it in your crease. At least I think so. The shade isn't too shimmery, if you get what I'm saying. Then I'm taking the previous blending brush and I'm going to blend everything out. And then what I'm going to do is pick up this lightest shade right here, and I'm going to apply that on the inner portion of my eye. That is like barely showing up dry, like barely. Yeah, that's not doing anything. You see what I mean? Everything is so subtle, like it's barely showing up. When you see the shades in the pan, you would think that they would be more like intense, but then once you apply them on your eyes, it's very subtle, like extremely subtle. At least for me, this is way too subtle. So I'm going to wet my brush and see if we can intensify that shade. That's already a little bit more intense. That's actually already way better. Okay, so this is a shade that you definitely have to wet, because look at the difference between this eye and this eye. That's actually insane. So yeah, if you have this palette, I would definitely recommend you wetting your brush, because it makes a lot of difference. The problem is that now that I applied it wet, it is starting to crumble off my eyes. So that's not nice. Like if you press too hard in this pan, you get a lot of product and then it gets very crumbly very quickly. I don't know about this palette, you guys. It's not easy to work with whatsoever, especially if you want some color on your eyes. Like you guys know, I always keep it real, even though I got this in PR, I won't lie. And that's why I have to be honest and tell you guys that I would not recommend this palette. Unless you like a very subtle look, then you might actually really like it. But if you're like me and you like playing around with makeup and colorful things and have a lot of pigments, then I would not recommend this at all. Because now it looks more intense, but now it's also looking very crumbly on my eyes and it's also starting to crumble off. So I am just making it worse and worse, honestly. I'm trying to get rid of the crumbles, which almost is impossible to do, even with my fingers. Alright, I'm just going to leave it at that. Now I'm going to pick up the dark brown shade again and connect the shades together. And then picking up my transition shade again and making sure that everything is nice and blended. Then I'm also going to pick up that shimmery shade and try to apply it in my inner corners as a highlight, and then also on my brow bone. By the way, I have a lot of fallout on my face, you guys. Like a lot. Alright, so now that the eyes are somewhat complete, I'm going to apply some eyeliner and mascara off camera, and then we can move on to the last step, which is the lips. Alright guys, I'm back. Eyes are all done. I used my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper as my eyeliner. Then for mascara, I used the Pupa Vamp Extreme Mascara. And then I also applied the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Berry Merry into my waterline, and that is basically it. So then moving on to lips, as I mentioned, I have a lip color, and this is a demi matte lip color in the shade Suede Turbinado. I don't know how you pronounce that, but this is the box right here. And again, this retails for 15 euros. And if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 shades in the collection. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's just like a silver bullet lipstick, and then right here it says "and other stories." Very basic, but I'm guessing that's like the theme of this entire makeup collection. And then this is what the lipstick looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little swatch. First of all, it doesn't really smell like anything basically. And then this is the color right here, which looks like a beautiful shade. So let's go ahead and apply it. It feels very creamy and moisturizing. Applying lipstick without a lip liner isn't very easy for me, but I am trying. Okay, so this is what the lip color looks like. I actually really like it. I just don't really get the demi-matte finish, because this is not matte whatsoever, not even demi-matte. This is like creamy and very moisturizing, but I do really love the shade. It's just that for me this is not really demi-matte, but yeah, that is very pretty and very comfortable on the lips. So yeah, that actually wraps up this entire makeup look. When I started with the eyes, I was a little bit afraid that I wasn't going to love the end result, but actually with mascara and eyeliner and everything, I'm not mad about it. But at the same time, it's not really my favorite eyeshadow palette either, and for 15 euros, I think you can get better from the drugstore. But everything else I really enjoyed. I really do like the cheek and lip tint. It's just something that I personally wouldn't necessarily... This lipstick is getting on my teeth. It is just not something that I would necessarily use a lot, because again, I prefer powder products. But for a cream product, this one was really good. Same goes for the Lilac Motion Cream Highlighter. It is beautiful, it is very unique, but again, not something I would wear on an everyday basis. But if you're a makeup artist or you're into that more editorial look, then you would absolutely love it. And again, the formula is really good and it works on top of powder. So yeah, the eyeshadow palette, not really my favorite ever. The shades were just a little bit underwhelming, and I just expected a little bit more from this palette. But that being said, I was able to create a look with it. It's just a little bit powdery, and yeah, I've tried way better even from the drugstore, so yeah, not really something I would recommend that much. And then the lipstick, I actually really love it. This shade is beautiful. It feels very hydrating and moisturizing on the lips. Yeah, there's not really anything bad I can say about it. The shade is also really pretty, and it goes with the eye look. When it comes down to the prices, they are a little bit up there, so in my opinion they're not really drugstore anymore. They are still quite affordable, but they are in between high-end and drugstore. I would consider them like high street makeup. But yeah, the products that I did like, I do think that they are worth the money. But yeah, that actually wraps up today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what I should film next. I definitely plan on filming an essence video next, so definitely stay tuned for that, which is coming up very soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Also, I'm really excited about the spring season coming up. I hope you are too. The weather has been absolutely beautiful here in Belgium, so yeah, I cannot wait for better weather. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.
Saying that it feels right.